Do you ever feel like you have too much stuff but still never feel satisfied? You're not alone. The average American household has over 300,000 items inside it. That's a lot of things, more than most people can even keep track of. And yet, studies show that 1 in 4 people feel overwhelmed by clutter. So, why is it that the more we own, the less happy we seem to be? It turns out, the real secret to minimalism isn't just about getting rid of physical things. It's about clearing your mind, your time, and even your relationships to make space for what truly matters. In this video, we'll explore how to live with less, not just stuff, but stress, distractions, and even commitments. Get ready to discover how to free yourself from the chaos and build a life that's simpler, calmer, and more fulfilling. It's not about living in a bare, empty house. It's about creating the space for the things that truly bring you joy and purpose. Stick around to find out how. Chapter 1. Declutter your mind, not just your closet. Minimalism isn't just about getting rid of your old clothes or furniture, it's about clearing space in your mind. A cluttered home often reflects a cluttered mind, and that can lead to stress, anxiety, and even decision fatigue. According to a study by Princeton University, visual clutter can actually reduce your brain's ability to focus. If you've ever felt mentally exhausted after a long day of decision-making, you know what I mean. The more choices we face, the more mental energy we drain. So, how can you declutter your mind? Start by eliminating distractions. This might mean cutting down on notifications, limiting social media, or even reducing your commitments. Research shows that people who practice mindfulness report feeling less overwhelmed. It's not about doing more, it's about doing less, but doing it better. A great strategy is to do a mind sweep. Write down everything that's on your mind and then tackle the most important items one at a time. Also, a 2018 study found that people who practice regular meditation have less mental clutter and better focus. Meditation doesn't need to be complicated, either. Just 5 minutes of mindful breathing can reset your mental state. By making space in your mind, you not only feel calmer, but you become more productive. Chapter 2. Time over things. The hidden wealth of minimalism. We all know time is valuable, but we often trade it away without realizing. Minimalism isn't just about getting rid of possessions, it's about getting your time back. Time is one of the few things you can't earn back once it's gone. Did you know the average person spends over 2 hours a day on their phone? That's almost 1,000 hours a year. So, how can we spend our time more wisely? The key is learning to say no to things that don't align with your goals. Whether it's unnecessary meetings, social events, or other people's priorities, saying no creates space for what truly matters. Tim Ferriss, author of The 4-Hour Workweek, suggests focusing on the 20% of activities that give you 80% of your results. Another strategy is time blocking, setting specific hours for specific tasks. When you focus your energy on one thing at a time, you become more effective and less likely to waste time. Imagine having more time to enjoy your hobbies, relax, or even just take a walk without being overwhelmed by commitments. Chapter 3. The Art of Saying No. Minimalism in relationships. In a world where we're constantly told to say yes, learning to say no is a minimalist skill. We often overcommit ourselves because we feel obligated to meet everyone's expectations. But minimalism isn't just about your stuff, it's about your relationships too. In fact, a 2020 study by the American Psychological Association found that people who have stronger personal boundaries are less stressed and more satisfied with their relationships. Start by evaluating your relationships. Are you spending time with people who drain your energy? Saying no doesn't mean being rude. It means protecting your mental space. A minimalist approach to relationships focuses on quality, not quantity. Fewer, deeper connections are far more fulfilling than juggling numerous shallow ones. Minimalism also involves setting boundaries. This could mean creating time for yourself without feeling guilty or saying no to requests that don't align with your values. The more you say no, the more you free yourself up for the relationships that truly matter. Don't be afraid to distance yourself from toxic people or situations. It's a strategy for creating space in your life for the things and people that bring you joy. Subscribe for more insights on how minimalism can transform every aspect of your life. Chapter 4. Less is more. the minimalist approach to technology. In today's digital age, technology is both a blessing and a curse. We're constantly bombarded with notifications, emails, and social media updates. Did you know the average person checks their phone 96 times a day? That's a lot of time spent on distractions. To adopt a minimalist mindset, start by simplifying your digital life. One of the easiest strategies is to declutter your devices. Start by deleting apps you don't use or those that waste your time. Studies show that people who limit their screen time feel more focused and less stressed. Another effective approach is turning off non-essential notifications. Research has found that constant interruptions can lower productivity by up to 40%. You can also practice the digital detox. For example, spend one day a week without any technology. This gives your mind a chance to reset and allows you to reconnect with the present moment. Minimalism isn't just about owning fewer things, it's about being intentional with your attention. When you spend less time online, you have more time to invest in real-life experiences that truly matter. Chapter 5. From Chaos to Calm. Minimalism in your home environment. The environment you live in plays a major role in your mental well-being. If your home is full of clutter, it can feel chaotic and draining. A minimalist home, on the other hand, promotes peace and clarity. According to a study by the National Sleep Foundation, people who live in clean, organized spaces report better sleep and less anxiety. The strategy here is simple. Create a calming environment by getting rid of what doesn't serve you. Start by focusing on the areas where you spend the most time. Your bedroom, living room, and workspace should be your priority. Use the one in, one out rule to prevent clutter from building up again. If you buy something new, make sure you donate, sell, or throw away something old. This keeps your space from becoming overcrowded and overwhelming. Consider investing in quality furniture instead of cheap, temporary items. High-quality pieces can bring lasting comfort and can often be multifunctional, which saves both space and money. Another tip is to embrace the idea of empty space. Rather than filling every corner with items, leave areas open and uncluttered. The less stuff you have, the more freedom you'll feel in your own home. Chapter 6. Purpose over possessions. The minimalist mindset shift. Minimalism is more than just getting rid of things, it's about living intentionally. It's about making conscious choices that align with your values, not your material desires. Research shows that people who focus on experiences rather than possessions are happier in the long run. According to a study by the University of British Columbia, people who prioritize experiences over things report feeling more satisfied with their lives. To adopt this mindset, begin by asking yourself, what truly brings me joy? Is it the latest gadget, or is it spending quality time with loved ones, traveling, or learning a new skill? Minimalism isn't about deprivation, it's about focusing on what truly matters to you. By shifting your focus from stuff to experiences, you can make decisions that are aligned with your long-term goals. One strategy is to embrace slow living. Rather than rushing from one thing to the next, take the time to savor moments. This might mean cooking a meal from scratch, going for a walk without distractions, or reading a book without checking your phone every few minutes. A minimalist mindset encourages you to be present and intentional in every moment. When you focus on purpose, you create a life that's meaningful and fulfilling. Don't forget to subscribe for more tips on living a purposeful, minimalist life.